Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. By now you may or may not have watched the Ruins video that I've put up at the same time as this one. This video is an honest review from my personal opinion of this game. It's going to be a shorter video, probably like between 5 and 10 minutes. I've not got an awful lot to say about it. I've only played the game for about, I think I only got like an hour in, but I took a while to name things or whatever, so... I haven't played enough to give a substantial review, but to be honest, it's one of those games that I really can't be asked. However, to summarise the review up in about 2 words, it's okay. There we go, you can go now. The game's actually okay. I mean, I didn't think I'd like it. I'm not a massive fan of JRPGs myself, mainly because of the pacing being a really big thing to me in video games. I'm not a massive fan of it, but like the art style and the direction and just it's gorgeous for its time, and it still looks. I'll just move the mouse out of the way. I mean, look at it now. It looks brilliant for a 1997 game. It is really advanced actually for its time, and I actually genuinely do think this is a very good game. It's not my type of game, but I can see why a lot of people like it. The Imperial City there, as you'll see from my reference, the other video. Yeah, it's a good game. What should I focus on? I suppose combat. No, I'm not a massive fan of turn-based combat, and I kind of make that a bit clear in the video, in the other one. But it's. I suppose if I spend time to actually focus on it, it would make sense to me, and it would actually play out properly. I just rushed through it. I'm not a massive, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of turn-based combat, and the video is purpose for comedic values. So, I mean, look at this animation here. You'll see him flipping over. I quite liked that. I didn't say it, but I quite liked that. Okay, so we'll just follow him. And this is Cloud, the protagonist in the game. I'm assuming... No, not silent. Just... He does speak. I don't know if that's a thing that goes through all of the Final Fantasy games. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, yeah, the quality of art is... I mean, the quality of the 3D models isn't brilliant, but it is quite pretty still. I mean, it's got that kind of nostalgic feeling to it, which is quite nice. Now, we're going to go into the combat now. When I was playing this for the Ruins video, you can see here, and I have to kind of rush through this apparently because it's not fully turn-based. It's kind of odd. I mistaked ex-soldier for what's okay? Is it that one? That one. There we go. I mistaked ex-soldier for their names. So yeah. The one thing I don't understand is why they're fighting me with batons. Like I don't know. What am I doing? I did something there. Like I'm really not. I don't quite understand the combat in this game. We'll attack that guy. Yeah, there we go. And that didn't kill him for some reason. Yeah, it's a little odd. It's not. Yeah, there we go. Just maybe magic's better, but that killed him, and that one. And weirdly enough, and the character models are better quality in the fight scenes, which is quite odd. But when you're moving around, it's like. There we go. And another thing I want to kind of ask about, like really kind of, is why I start at level 7. Was that because we're Final Fantasy 7? Is this a character from a previous game or something? I don't know. I didn't quite. I don't know. Yeah. Gil is the currency. I've learned that since recording the last video last week. Gil is the currency for the game. So I know that now. What was sprint again? C. There we go. Using the keyboard for it, and it does actually feel quite natural and quite kind of. It's odd. I don't generally like using arrow keys, and I don't think you can remap the controls, but this is quite nice. They've done this well. How do I talk to people again? I can't remember. It's been about a week since I've No, that's... Oh god. This menu really confused me, so we're just going to ignore it for now, because I might... no. What? Okay. Right, who do I talk to? And what is the talk button? There we go. Again, I think this is probably badly translated, or Soldier. I did do like a whole lot of research, but I think Soldier is either a company or that's badly translated grammar. So, again, it's it's an old Japanese game. I suppose they could have put a bit of effort if that is if that isn't a company and that is just an error. They could have changed that for the HD remake that's on Steam. But whatever. It's a minor issue. He was in Soldier. See, I'm assuming from there that perhaps Soldier is a company. I don't know. I will never look it up. But yeah. And I remember going through this. I was reading it through in like a 2-year-old voice. We won't do stupid names for this one. What? What? Yes. There we go. Yeah, I didn't do stupid names. What was I saying? Oh yes, I impersonated them with 2-year-olds because the dialogue actually looked like it was written by a 2-year-old, and you do get like some of it. I mean, it's probably just translation. It probably is just a bad translation. Yeah, I think that's what I got really to say about it. So the environment, I suppose, is another point I should probably point out. It's really oddly done. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave this for now. If you're wondering why I started a new button, I didn't want to offend anyone with the old names I picked. Just to kind of... Oh, like an ice cream truck. I'll shut the window. Ah, Jesus. We already had one. I was waiting for it to go by, because they come by every day. But, whatever. What was I saying? So, yes, the environments are quite nice. Even though they are oddly done. It's kind of like 2D modeling, but made in a 3D... It's very, very odd, but very, very pretty. And like this, you can see there. Like, if you just look at the characters, the models are so much more... oh no, I'm pressing... Oh, there we go. I am pressing the right button. The models are so much more detailed in this, and that's just really odd. But I suppose one-on-one fights, it makes more sense. So we're going to use magic, and we're going to use bolt. Animations... Oh, what happened there? The camera went a bit odd. Animations aren't perfect, but it's 1997. I mean, you can probably get over that. I certainly can. In all seriousness, I mean, I love older games. I can go back to like I'm trying to remember an old console now. Old PlayStation 1, like before that time. I'm only like I'm young enough to remember the. Fuck it, that sentence doesn't work. I'm old enough to remember the PlayStation 1, but I'm not any older. I think the PlayStation 1 actually came out before I was born. But that's a little bit of information that is all you'll know about me. You probably don't even know my real name. You probably do. Rambling again, we'll ignore that. And I'll just take a drink. So this bit kind of stunned me, because it went to top down. And it does look a little bit odd. It's got less detail than the other environments, but maybe that's because it's bigger and it's a limited environment. Now, I have just realised actually that the enemies seem to be randomised. Because, like, last time I was here, in the other video, there was 2 of those octopus things, but now there is none. There is 1 even, sorry, and there's 2 people. And I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, take that one with that. Combat, I'm still getting used to. It's very, very odd. Fire. Okay, fine. Magic. Bolt. Probably should have used ice. I suppose that probably would have been a better combatant, but oh well, whatever. Spinny sword animation. There's so much more detail in this, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But, you know, whatever, that's their design. I have actually read up last night, that the combat is going to be changed quite a lot for the remake. For the PS4 and the PC editions. And for that reason alone, I think I may buy said PC edition, I don't have PS4, and give it a go and see how it changes, and just, because I think that'd be good. I think that'd be a good comparison video, and I might do that whenever it comes out, but that would be probably another 2 years, I suspect. I don't know if it actually had a release date. They didn't really tell you much about it, and they're just kind of leaking stuff out slowly, But yeah, I mean, I could kind of deal with the combat, but like it happens a bit too much. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of turn-based combat. It doesn't give you that sense of reward that I get from the games I used to play. I'm used to playing, rather. So, yeah. There we go. Go through the little hole. The music, actually, the music is one thing I wanted to point out as well. The music is lovely. I don't know if they reorchestrated the music. That's a word. Believe me, it is. I don't know if they remade the music for this remake of the game, the HD edition. But it is gorgeous. And this, actually, one other thing I should point out, actually, is this isn't the original... Pardon me. This isn't the original textures. I'm playing on the newer mode, which is probably, I think, the HD textures, which don't look an incredibly lot of HD. I may cut in, or may not cut in, the older textures into this game, but I'm sure fans of this series know what the older textures look like. So, yeah, we'll just skip through all this. We've been through all this. I don't understand why it goes through your pocket. That's... yeah, okay, whatever. Code deciphered. Yeah, we've done all of this before. There we go. And we'll just go through here and talk to this man and do it again. Which I'm assuming is probably a loading screen, actually. I did kind of criticize that, but I'm assuming that is just a loading screen. Oh, now we need to talk to this guy. We'll open up this, which isn't a loading screen because you just go in there and then all of a sudden, elevator cutscene. And then you go press this button over here. It's odd because when you're walking around like this, you look like you're like 5 years old. I mean, look how high that button is. Maybe you're Lalafell. I know a little bit about the series to know that Lalafell are a thing. So maybe you are a Lalafell. But that said, you do look a lot younger. But when in fight scenes, you look a lot taller and bulkier, like that guy who just came out of your pocket. Yeah. We'll just skip all of this through. I'm not massively interested in the story. Yep. Okay. This, the reading this through without the stupid names I had, it makes it look a lot more serious than I originally read it out as. Because the names added a lot of comedic value, for me at least. Maybe not for other people, but for me, I was quite chuffed with it. I was taking another drink. And missing that door there. The one flaw in 2D environments is, I suppose, the lack of ability to really know where you're going properly. And when I say 2D environments, like, there's no... Oh god, where have I gone now? Holy shit. Okay. Preemptive attack! Yes, magic. Bolt. That guy. Yeah. Attack. Oh yeah, I can control 2 people. This always confused me because I don't understand why you control 2 people. I suppose it adds to the gameplay. And the strategy, which makes more sense, I suppose. I don't know what I'm doing. You use magic and you use ice on that guy, and that should do it. That should kill that guy, I think. I don't know how much damage it does. 86? Yeah, that's good enough. And you attack with your gun arm. I don't know. Da, 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 da. I promise I will never do that again. Until the remake. Or until I cover another Final Fantasy game. Which I may never. But you never know, maybe. So we've been recording for about 15 minutes now. I've given my opinions of this game. I don't think there is much more. Oh, there is one final thing, but I won't go to the boss fight to get to it. The boss fight is incredibly hard. And that is a good thing. This is back when games were difficult, and that's a good thing. That's not a complaint. So, yes, incredibly hard boss fights and odd jumping animations, but it is an old game. So I suppose that makes sense. You know what, actually, we will go to the boss fight, and we will demonstrate properly how hard the boss fight is. Because maybe some people don't want to watch me take the piss out of their game. Which is, you know, understandable. Can't go past there. Oh, it's Steam. Okay, right. We were afraid of Steam, but now we embrace it on all of our computers. See, I made a bit of a reference there. Terrible reference, but bit of a reference. Go down here. Again, environments. Level design isn't great. I will say that, actually. Level design isn't great because it's not always clear where you need to go. And I don't like this. I really don't like this. That enemy just appeared out of nowhere. I was on a pipe, right? In the middle of one of those big pipe things, and all of a sudden I'm fighting 2 Voldos on a platform somewhere, and I'll go back to that pipe. I don't like this. And that is the one major criticism I have with this game. But you know, it's a fairly minor criticism, and it gives you more gameplay, which I prefer gameplay over masses of story, so that's my own opinion, and I should probably stress that. So it's, yeah, my little grief with this game, but whatever. I'm assuming you get a third person eventually. I never played far enough into it. I will maybe one day when I'm a bit more patient. How do we run again? C, and then jump, and then walk down. I mean, whatever. Okay, so we're going down here to the save point, which is a massive question mark. We don't need to go to the save point. We might need to go to the save point. We're going to ignore the save point for now. That's probably a really bad idea. Ooh, pardon me. Can we just go to the boss fight? Let's skip to the boss fight. I will play... Oh, no, actually, we're essentially here. I was just going to skip to... just cut you to the boss fight, but, you know, we're basically here anyway. What is materia? Is materia a thing, or is that just misspelled? I'm assuming it's probably a thing. I don't think we make a mistake that bad. Yep, come on. Shouldn't you do it? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, big red flashing light. Lots of stuff that I'm not massively invested in. I know, yes, I know, Final Fantasy games are about the story. Final Fantasy games are, and most JRPG games are very story-based games. Like, my friend noted it as a novel, but with a bit of gameplay in between. That is not my preference, and I'm not going to go through the story, because it's just not my thing. So here we go, the boss fight, and we'll end this video in the same way we ended the last one. Yes, so, the boss fight, search scope, this big scorpion thing, I don't even know what it's called. So you're going to attack with that, and you're going to attack like that. We may actually win this boss fight, and if I do, I'd be incredibly chuffed, but this is incredibly hard. So, and there's no health bar either. I thought there was. I thought it was one of those on the left there, but that's ours apparently. I thought one of them was our collective health, and the one at the bottom was our... Oh, limit break. I don't know what this does. And I've gotten the cursor in a completely wrong place. I don't know what the fuck's happening. There we go. Cloud, Braver, do that thing, and attack him, and there we go. This is why I don't know. It's a bit confusing. It's a bit complicated, and maybe that's my big thing against it. Maybe I should actually be pressing lots of buttons at this point rather than stopping for a drink. Yes, ice, and then you can attack, and then do that, and then they'll attack, and will we beat it this time? No, we're surviving a lot longer than I did last time. I mean, I did cut a lot of that out of the final video, but oh, okay, what are we doing? Barrett, be careful. Okay, attack and attack. Attack while its tail's up. Its tail's up. So, okay. What's happening? Oh no, the tail. Oh god, this was the death of me last time. That didn't do as much damage. Barrett, limit break. Okay, maybe we should do that now. Its tail is up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. This game does not give you a tutorial because it's back when games like were meant to be hard, which is a good thing, but it's incredibly difficult. Magic. Bolt. Come on, we could do this. We can... No, we're dead. We're both dead, aren't we? Yep. Well, this video is about to end the exact same way as the last one. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.